in this module, we are going to check about Git Rebase. Okay, so it's kind of similar to merge, but there are differences. Okay, so first we will say about merge basically. So when we try to add a Git repository or a folder, so how the branch is structured, how the repository is structured. Okay, first it will be a main branch, the main commit, and other people will keep on adding a new feature on the commits, right? So when we try to merge our code, or when we try to add a new feature, okay, first we are checking about merging. Okay, so we are checking about merging right now, and we are creating a branch upon the pulled code. Okay, and we are extracting this code and we are making a new feature upon it, right? So we have created a new feature here, and we also added 2 commits here, right? And we also added a 3rd commit here, right? So in the meantime, when I'm trying to do my feature, at the same time other people are also trying to do their feature as well. I'm not the only one who are developing a code here, or I'm not the only one who are contributing to this thing, right? So other people will also have their own version as well, right? So when I'm trying to merge it, I'm going to combine all 3 commits and make into one commit, right? So when I'm going to merge it, this code, when I'm going to merge this code, I'm going to combine all this commit and I'm just going to merge here. So then it will take on from here, right? So same thing will happen here as well, same thing going to happen here as well, right? It will be same thing. But when I see this, it will be little bit hectic, and if I say this, it won't be any problem, but if you see this in big scale, it will be a little bit problem. But most probably we are going to use this in open source and other projects, right? Instead of this, we can also use Rebase, but most probably we are going to use Rebase in our local system only, not the project or on the open source, because it doesn't work so well in there, because there are many things going on, right? So now we'll say about Rebase. So how can we use Rebase? Okay, let's say someone added a file here, so we have a project. We'll do the same thing here. Okay, and I'm going to create a new branch. I'm going to pull my code or clone my code, and after that I'm going to create a new branch here, and I'm just going to add some features here. Okay, so I added a same thing, right? And in the meantime, someone also did the changes here, right? Someone else also did the changes here. So what I can do when I'm rebasing a code, I'm not going to combine it and adding it to a new commit. I'm just going to shift this or copy this whole commits here as well. Okay, I'm just going to copy the whole commit here. Okay, let's say this is the commit 1, let's say this is a commit 2, and this is commit 3. I'm going to shift this, I'm going to rebase it here. Okay, and I'm just going to erase it. Okay, I'm just going to erase this. So what happens is I can see a linear structure, and we can easily identify the commits here, and we can easily navigate. So if next time someone wants to commit a changes, they can update upon it. Okay, they can create a commit like this. Okay, but it's not going to most probably work on big projects and open source project, because it's very hard, but we'll see how we can use Rebase. Okay, so I'm just going to come back to my profile here. We are going to come back to our profile here. Okay, so it's not my main profile, and we are going to create a new repository here. Okay, so I'm just going to create a new repository called Rebase, and it's available, and we are going to create. Okay, so we have created our repository. So in the meantime, we'll also create a file in our system. I came to desktop here. I'm just going to create a folder. I'll say it as Rebase itself, and I'm going to open this folder in VS Code. So I'll open terminal and I'll write code dot. Okay, so I'm also going to close the other windows here, and I open my project, and I'm going to open terminal, and I'm going to set it to git bash, and we have set up our project, and now I can create a file here. I'm going to say touch index.html. Okay, so I have created a file here. I'm going to say git initialization, and I'll say git add dot git commit message, and I'm going to say HTML added, or else I'll say main added. Okay, main added. I have to change the branch name as well. Git branch m to main. Okay, so now what we can do is we will add a remote repository link here, and I'm just going to go to my profile and I'm going to copy the link. I'm just going to come back to my project here, and after that I'll add git remote add origin, and I'm just going to paste the link. So if I say this, I have successfully added a remote link. So if I have to check git remote v, we can see our link, right? So if I check git log, okay, git log, we have one commit. Okay, we have one commit called main added. Okay, we have added a first file, so this will be a primary commit. So I'm just going to push it, git push origin main. Okay, so I have pushed this to our project. So if we come back to the project here, we will refresh it and we can see that we have added a index.html. Okay, this will be a project. Normally when we try to do merge and all those things, we are creating a new branch, then we are directly merging to a main branch, right? So when we are trying to do the same thing, okay, now we didn't create anything, we have to create a boilerplate. And let's say this is the main branch, we don't have anything to do right now. Okay, we have one commit here. Okay, so let's say we have created a new branch. Okay, git branch h1 or git branch html. Okay, we'll say git branch html. Okay, I'll say branch name html. I'm going to check out. Okay, I'm just going to say git checkout html, and I'm in html branch right now. Okay, so I'm going to add a boilerplate code here and I'll make a commit here. So git add dot, you can also do like this. You have a shortcut here. After semicolon, git add dot, and after semicolon, you can write git commit message and html added. Okay, so if I say this, I have made one commit. If I say git log, we can see main added in the main folder because we have created a branch upon it, right? So we already have that commit, and upon it we have html added. But when we go to main, that file isn't available, and we'll see. Okay, we'll add two more commits here. So I'll add h1 file and I'll say hello, and I'm going to commit this git add dot and git commit message and h1 added. So I have added two commits here. Okay, just a second. So we have two commits here in this branch, html branch, but in the origin branch we have only one commit. Okay, so we'll add one more commit here called p, and this is a new feature, and I'll add it as well. I'm going to add a shortcut here, and I'll say paragraph added. Okay, so if I go back to git log, so we can see here we have three more commits, and I'm in the html branch right now, right? So if I go back to main branch, git checkout main. So if I go back to main branch, we don't have any content, right? We don't have any content. If I go to git log, if I check git log, we only have one commit, which is main added, right? So we can do one more thing. We can merge this directly, but we have to merge this all together combined to one commit, and it will be one more commit. So we can also rebase it. Rebase in the sense we can add three commits into one commit to here. Okay, we have to check out here. Okay, and let's say one more thing. Okay, when you develop this project, let's say someone else made a changes. Okay, I'm going to go to this project here. Someone created a new file here, so I'm just going to add a file here, and I'll say, okay, I'll say app.js. Okay, you don't have to worry about this. We just have to create a new file. Let's say that someone created a new file here. Okay, someone created a new file, and we have to come back and we have to rebase all the code. Okay, before rebasing, we have to stay up to date. Okay, so we have to stay up to date. First, we have to git pull. Okay, origin main. So we are pulling the changes and we have added one more file. Okay, we have added app.js. Okay, so first I'll go back to my branch. Okay, git branch and HTML. Okay, so I'm in a, okay, I have git checkout HTML. Okay, git checkout HTML. So I'm in a HTML branch right now and we have all the content and we don't have app.js file. But we have created, but we didn't push it. Okay, before pushing it, we also have to stay up to date. How we can do it? We can rebase from a main branch. Okay, let's say git log here. So if we, okay, sorry, when we check git log here, okay, when we check our git log, we have one commit here. I'll just do it again, git log, and I'll enter. Okay, so when we check here, we have HTML main added. This was our first commit from a main branch, and then we added 3 more commits. But someone else added a new folder called app.js, but that commit is not here, right? So we have to stay up to date. So how can we do it? I'll just exit. Okay, so I'll say git rebase main. If I click this, it successfully got rebased. That means we have our data here. We also added app.js. So we are going to create a commit upon the main branch. So if I come back to git log, I can see P added, H1 added, HTML added. If I check this one, create app.js one commit. And if I come down here, if I'm just going to extend this. Okay, there's a issue here. Okay, it's just a terminal issue. Don't worry about this. I'm just going to end this. Okay, so I'm just going to extend this, and after that I'm just going to write a git log. Okay, so after adding git log, you can see we are in HTML branch right now. We are not in a main branch. So first we made a commit called main added. We know it. Then we made these changes, right? This commit. But when we did git rebase, it added a second commit here, create app.js. It must have create upon it, right? But it created below it because we didn't push these changes to our remote branch. We have yet to merge it. We have yet to push it, right? So it created changes here. So if I come back to main branch, git checkout main, and if I say git log, okay, it only says we have 2 branch here. Git commit main branch added, we have create a branch added. When we created a new branch, we have created upon it. So we didn't have this one. When we rebased it, the branch was shifted to this commit. That means upon this commit, we have our HTML branch. Okay, so now we don't, in main branch, we don't have any data here. Okay, we don't have any data here. How can we add a data? We can say git rebase and we can say HTML. Okay, you can add this file here as well. Okay, so then we can directly push from main. If you want, we can push from branches as well. We can create a pull request there. So for now, I'm just going to do this, git push origin main. Okay, we have to push this from branch because it's a good practice if someone else made a change and we have to see some errors. I just wanted to show you how can it work. So it's just a small example here, and this is how we can use a rebase. Okay, and I pushed the code here. So if I check git log here, we can see these things. Okay, if I want to delete a HTML branch, I can delete a branch as well. Git branch d HTML. So I deleted a branch here, and if I check git branch we only have main branch here. So let's say now in git log we have these all commits. Let's say I don't want these all commits, I want to combine this commit. How can I do it? So we just have to copy this and we just have to say git reset. We have to say git reset and we have to paste a code. Which code? Create app.js commit. Okay, so we have to paste that id, and after that if we do it, if we go to git status, okay, if we go to git status, it will be unstaged, right? So we just have to add git add dot git commit yum and combined changes. Okay, I'm sorry for the typo, and it's combined changed. And if I check git log, we can see we have main.added file, we have create app.js file, and we have combined change. We only have 3 commits instead of 6 commits here.